I'm Yuki Hanabi. I'm a Hispanic Yukiona and a forest protector. I'm also an artist and a VTuber model mama. I even made this model and a couple of others. If you have any questions, comments, criticism, please tell me in the comments. I promise to answer as best as I can. Now, let's start with introducing some art and some well-known art programs. These are Clip Studio Paint, MS Paint, also known as Microsoft Paint, Krita, Metabang, Drawpile, Ibis Paint X, Adobe, whether it's Photoshop or Illustrator, Sketchbook Autodesk, and for iPad users, Procreate. Each program is different, and each one has their own different layout, but they all do the same thing, and that's create some art. You're gonna have to see which program works best for you, considering what you wanna considering your price range, what you like about the program, what you research. Everything requires a lot of research. It's alright to start with a free program. Say if a program has a free trial, it's alright to start with that first before you get to buying the program outright. Make sure to read everything about the program and research. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do a lot of research. Personally, if I do not read a couple of good articles about what I want to, about the drawing program I want, then I'm not gonna have a good opinion of it. But that's just my own opinion. You don't have to do that. That's just me being a little nutty. Now then, if there's a free trial of said program, then you can download that. Just try it out, see if you like it, and if you do like it, then you can buy it. Now I'm going to show an example with my own personal drawing program, Clip Studio Paint. Now here's my Clip Studio Paint, and I'm going to explain how it works now. So as you can see, here's the paper. This is what we draw on. It's right here, and do that, right there. Draw a little smiley face for you all. I love smiley faces so much. So now here is where I get all my pens. Let me increase this for a little bit. Increase that. So these are my pens, my regular pens. I also have pencils, colored pencils, watercolor, thick paint, India ink, the airbrushes, any other tools I may need, the eraser, the blenders. Let me show you an example with the blenders real quick. So say I have this color right here, and say I wanted to mix it with blue, my favorite color in the world. So now I take the blender. I might use my favorite blender, like this one. I like the Painterly blenders a lot. I like how it blends. Decrease the size a little bit and just start going at it. Yeah, just like that. I love this Painterly blender so much. I really like how it blends. Just like that. Let me just get rid of that real quick. I also have right here some subtools and my star brushes. I also have the usual stuff like the I'm sorry, I'm stuttering so much. I'm nervous. I also have my gradients, the paint bucket, lines, and since Clip Studio Paint is known for making comics and webtoons, I also have some comic borders, which I find really cool. I like that a lot. I have the symmetry tool. So let me show you this real quick. Yeah! Yeah, I use the symmetry tool a lot. I think it's really cool. Let me get rid of that. Oh, whoops. And not just with the symmetry tool, there's also a linear tool, figure tool, ruler pen, special ruler, perspective, curves. There's a lot. And there's the text too. And I think as with any art program, They're all fonts. You can make a folder for any fonts that you really like. Like, I like this one. That's my favorite one. But there's also anime, there's all types of fonts. Arial, Times New Roman, Comic Sans. We all know Baldy loves Comic Sans. And like I said, Clip Studio Paint is known for making comics. So here's a comic bubble. That's not a very good comic bubble. But these are vector lines. I've never really experimented with vector lines too much, but I heard they're very useful when it comes to art. But my personal experience, I haven't really tried them too much to know. I will try them though one day, just not today. And these are the two colors, like your main color and then your sub color, which is what I always call it. The main and the sub. So you can have two colors at one time, and down here is the eraser. So say, for one of my brushes, for example, I have a rose brush. So say I pick blue, and say I go with blue again, go right around here, go right around here, darker outline right there. And where's the rose brush? We gotta find the rose brush. Here it is. Oop, that's what happens when it's just on the background one. Now, when it's on the main one, there we go. Don't you see how pretty that looks? It looks so pretty. I love it so much. Clip Studio Paint is honestly really cool. I recommend it to anyone who's thinking of trying it. And I hope you all try it too one day. Now I'm going to show you where I got some of the sub-tools for Clip Studio Paint. And it's not just in that one place either. Like, you can also go online to find some brushes that you really like. But this is the main place where you can find a lot of good brushes for free for Clip Studio Paint.
Alright, and now this is Clip Studio, where you will be finding your assets, any tips you may want, or anything that you think that may be helpful for your journey for creating art. Now right here, this is kind of like their little news log that they put on whenever they're giving us some clippies, which is sometimes a Clip Studio currency, some tips of the month, and they also post official contests as well for you to not only up your game, but to also help you get recognized as well. There's a manage option where you can see the news, if you have a license, and if you have a license that you're able to see this is Clip Studio, the menu where you'll not only be able to set up Clip Studio Paint, Clip Studio Modeler for any 3D materials you may need, but also you're able to see what news are available. If you get Clippy, which is pretty much their Clip Studio Paint, or just Clip Studio currency for getting materials or anything else you may need. They also have challenges, tips, art contests if you're interested. Art contests more than likely, most of the time really, give out prizes. So I think that's pretty cool. Now over here, you're able to manage your license, enter an activation code if you think about getting Clip Studio, or if you bought Clip Studio online. You can manage your works and you can manage your materials. I personally think that's really cool. And I apologize if you hear any noise right behind me. I have my windows open. Now here is my favorite part about Clip Studio, the service section, where you can find tutorials. Let that load for a little bit. My personal favorite part about Clip Studio is that I'm able to find so many assets especially ones that I need, for free. I think that's pretty cool. I always think that's really cool that I'm able to even do that. Now this is Clip Studio Paint, official tutorial. It's pretty cool. Why is it not working? It's just loading. Okay. Now there's simple mode. I think this is more for tablet and phone. I know they came out recently, but this is my favorite one. Clip Studio Assets, where you can find brushes, 3D models, 3D models, any backgrounds, color palettes. This is pretty much my favorite part about the Clip Studio section of this. It's so cool. And there's a lot of good stuff you can find for free. So let me show you an example. Let me show you something. I think it's pretty cool. So say I want to find a star brush. I put in star. Let that load for a little bit. I find star. Now say I also want to find it for free. I go to the filters, put in free, and look how many options we have. We have about like 3,000 options. I find that so cool. It's so cool. And that's what I really like about Clip Studio. You can find so much just for free. I think that's really, really cool. Now, if you have any questions or anything, you're also able to find like Clip Studio Ask, where you can find any tutorials of things you may need, any questions you have about the program itself, help with random pointy lines. It's really community-based. I find that really, really cool. Whether it's troubleshooting, any beginner help, it's really nice. The community is really together. I really like it. Just remember that every drawing program, they're different. Every drawing program is different. Even though the Clip Studio, Photoshop, and Procreate, they may have like kind of the same brushes, like depending on where you go to find them, everyone is different. Everyone's gonna have a different set of brushes that you can find, brushes that you can use, especially on the internet. So just make sure that you research first before doing anything. That way you can find what you need. So yeah, I really hope this helped you out. I hope you all leave a comment letting me know what I can do better besides model tracking. I don't know why it's messing up today. I'm also going to try giving more art tips as I do my channel, post some speed paints that I think are really, really cool, and, well, sometimes just be a little bit of an ice cream gremlin. I'll talk to you all next time, and thank you very much!